I broke 4 tackles.
Oh, you know it's Matt Breida.
Yeah.
Because Tim like stretches. Stretches, 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 stretches.
You're gonna have him soon. We'll see what you do with it.
All right, people, here we go. Here's our...
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And
I can't, bro. The Bears had to hand me back up.
The 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL
only next
season.
week it was before you game. I ain't letting nobody do it after they game.
This is taking about 7 yards
If
deep.
you don't send that bitch in send out advance, I'm
This
not
will
a
be a
bully,
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
No cat.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year.
Touchdown.
It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point, and it's now a 7-0.
Let's go, Adoree! Adoree Jackson, the dog. Look at this, bro. I'm tapping the X and this nigga Henry don't. Bro.
Gano now following
I'm
the touchdown
spamming that
to kick it
bitch.
away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh, he fumbled. Oh, okay, I'm about to
It's
say.
going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Game over. Really? Face mask, too.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Let's go! First dub of the season with his team. Never played him.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
How much of that touchdown?
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
Oh, Christian McCaffrey, too?
I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game
my
plan,
God.
all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get
a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones.
Good shit, Chris Jones, baby. Welcome to the Panthers.
Of the season. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now
bro, it's crazy though. Hey, you know what? Hey, Money, look. So you know, what you guys in year 1, right?
Yeah.
So he's 24, correct? 23, 24. So when I had him on my team, I was Redskins, right? We're like in already season 5, season 6. Bro, this dude was not. Bro, this nigga was spinning like a grandpa.
To throw again on second down. Allen.
So I feel like that shit really.
And he's taken
Fucking
down
cat,
right
I mean,
at the
fucking throw, Allen.
45-yard line. And this will move the chains again. As
You had to do it in the far right too, open, bro.
I ain't want to rip it. I seen that the quick blitty.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10
at
the 45-yard line.
He said,
Now the
I got
Auburn
towards that though.
product, Corey
Nice
Graham.
speed,
He's got a
nice
first
speed,
down and more.
nice speed, nice speed, nice
And he
speed.
will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Ooh, I tried to really get, if he would have fumbled, boy, momentum would have shifted like a bitch.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
I know that.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into the...
They're going to call roughing the passer. I ran through.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the
every
personal
time
foul.
nigga stand out the pocket like that, and I
And
run
I have
towards
to
the
think that
quarterback,
the
I always
official
get
is
it.
thinking to
It's
himself,
like a
did I just hear
guarantee.
that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
JT, I always get that when I tell them to go to the quarterback. Every
and hope that someone,
time.
while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and
Yeah,
break it.
only when I tell them, like, if a quarterback run out of pocket. Let's go, D-line is
And he will
bitches.
lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every time, like, you know how you tell them to go at the quarterback when they scramble out?
But that means they probably want to run it
I
inside.
get a rough in the
If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
You better be afraid of me. You better be.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to go for it all.
He didn't even jump.
He hauls it in.
Come on,
end zone.
man. The fake shit, bro. That
San
nigga didn't even jump. That was a hit.
Debo Samuel,
Nigga
his
didn't even
2nd
jump.
touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the
Nigga
board
didn't
here in
even
this first
jump.
quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bailout drive. I got a bailout roughing the pass, and my nigga didn't fucking jump.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
brings up 3rd down. Set up. 15 line. 15 line. That's the run. They're running it.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Oh,
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's going to have the first down past the 20. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 48 yards on the ground. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
1, Omaha.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Samuel, the 36th overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign, 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Mike, here we go. 180. Watch the run, watch the run. Kill. 11.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
21. Flag. Mike, check 33.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Debo Samuel. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get the nigga back in the game because I didn't score my fucking game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That shit should be over his head every time, yo. Throw that bitch, Allen.
And they get the
Did it
football.
before?
They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Be a high play.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Oh, my God. Come on, yo. I was right there, yo.
Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Right fucking there, yo. How do I run
fast?
fast?
Now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
I didn't even blitz him now. Why the fuck wasn't nobody with me?
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Bullshit ass bailouts, yo. All them niggas in the fucking jet. Some more niggas on the line than fucking O-line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
From the gun, it's Allen. Thomas has got it, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't understand how blitz like that.
When you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Damn, man.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Get ready.
He ran a good ass route, too.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Ready? Ready? Watch the eye. Check.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Breida, he'll try the right side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, it's Allen, and that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Forced out to his left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
6-6, pull it high. Out. 54, right there. 54, Mike. It's a party now. From the gun, Allen.
Oh,
you can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Boy. Shut up.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Just let him get the luckiest fucking getaway play ever.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Oh, my
Second
God.
down, but it'll wind up incomplete. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check back 35. 5.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Check 43. Switch.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern, now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing.
White. 21. Put that team on the bus. Alert 3. Check 59. Mike is good. Hey, Zoo.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Oh,
He'll find Hall. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the delay, here's Breida. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
11.
Now Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
What's wrong, yo?
Got it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the 1st touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Let's go. 60 or 54 Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. Bravo.
Yo, what are you whining for?
54. Mike 54. Five.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. He gets it to Thomas. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though
Right, yo, right.
He gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
God damn, now look, made the nigga run back to punch. What are you whining for?
Going down the left side. It's a
Loud, what?
And he's in for the 49ers score.
God damn. Keep whining.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they? Yeah. Short kick, and they brought it
Yo,
all the way back.
come on, yo, what, yo, what, yo? What you keep whining for, yo, what?
Get us in great shape. Heck, he just
What
took
you
it
want,
the
yo?
whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to
God
stop you.
damn, what?
Take it all the way in.
Keep whining,
So
what?
after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn
You
on
ain't
this
supposed to
kickoff.
have that punch. I kicked that bitch and look at my
This will be taken in
motherfucking
after
shit.
one. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing again on second down. Allen.
The play. God damn.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He won't go down. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Why the fuck we
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Allen now, from the gun, he'll throw. And he finds a man, it's McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will shave one more off this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Yo, look at this shit.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Yeah, why you fit you clock on, dummy?
Yeah.
Nigga fit you clock on, sorry for taking my shit. Come on, dummy. You know you can't fit on you clock that way,
into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 65 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But
now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Garoppolo, quarterback sneak, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the sneak is Garoppolo. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're 1 play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down and 4, Allen. Tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Let's go,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And the Niners get there and bring him down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack, Allen. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.